this is Juan for Boynton Pro Audio and the Music Square, and today we're checking out the new Frontliner cabinet from Quilter Labs. Now, Quilter Labs are known for making a number of amplifiers, and one of the things that have been really popular with a lot of people are their little block-style amplifiers. Now, we've checked out a few of those on this channel, and they've just recently come out with a new speaker cabinet specifically for those amplifiers that sounds pretty wild for what it is. So this thing is incredibly compact. It is loaded with two 8-inch speakers and somehow is able to handle 200 watts of power and is able to rival a 412 cabinet. Now, when I first heard about this and when I first found out they were going to be sending us one to demo, I thought, there's no way. How could it possibly, as small as it is, be able to handle 200 watts of power and still sound enormous? I mean, we all kind of know how popular those oversized style speaker cabinets are for guitar amplifiers, so I was kind of scratching my head. And then sure enough, we plugged this thing in and we were all pretty blown away by it. So let's check out some more features of this thing and kind of show why this is such an awesome little piece of gear. So if we look at the back panel, we can see where the little block amplifiers are able to mount directly in there. There's sort of a protective shield that kind of holds the amp in place, and there are little kind of cutouts in there for the feet of the amp to kind of tuck right in. So it's a very quick and very easy process of getting the amp in and out of there, but it's incredibly secure once it's in there. Now, the interesting thing too about the speaker cabinet is it sort of works somewhere in between a regular traditional speaker cabinet and almost a little tiny compact PA system. Now, anyone who's ever tried one of the block style amplifiers has found that the EQ circuit is pretty wild. You can really sweep from a really rolled off top end to a very, very bright top end. And this works incredibly well with the Frontliner cabinet. We were able to get anything from incredibly shimmering, sparkling, clean sounds to really fat, throaty rock and roll tones. And if you're familiar with what Eric Clapton called his woman tone by rolling his tone knob off and getting this really, really fat sound, we can get that in spades with this thing also. So we're going to check out one more clip with this thing, and this is going to be an all-out heavy metal clip. Because one of the things that's really interesting that a lot of guitar players are doing too are relying heavily on units like the Axe Effects or a Kemper profiling amp. And that's great when you're running straight to front of house, but you also want to be able to have something on stage to monitor yourself with. So aside from any of the blocks in the Frontliner cabinet being a complete standalone amplifier that has anything ranging from great clean sounds to distorted sounds, aside from it being an excellent pedal platform to use all of your favorite pedals with, if you wanted to use this as a really compact unit and platform for your modeling amp, and you can do that too. And if you love the sound of a giant roaring 412 cabinet, but you don't want to take up the real estate in the van moving it around, this thing is a great option. This whole thing weighs about 30 pounds. The average 412 cabinet weighs about 100 pounds, and that's not even counting the amp. So let's check out a clip of the Frontliner doing some pretty heavy stuff, and I can guarantee you've never heard a Quilter do this before. So I have to say, all of us here are basically giant 12-year-olds. We all love the sound of giant cranked up amplifiers. And to be able to get that sort of sound in such a compact package that's easy to get to gigs, that's easy to take to rehearsal, and doesn't take up a tremendous amount of space in the car, this new Frontliner cabinet is really wild. Now, depending on which of the block style amps that you want to use, you can get a wide array of sounds to choose from. And whether you're using this as a pedal platform, with a modeling amplifier, or just all by itself, I think you're going to be as blown away as we were when we first tried this out. So if you have any questions about the Frontliner cabinet or any of the other Quilter line products that we carry, feel free to contact us at www.boyntonproaudio.com. Feel free to leave comments in the spot below, and of course you can give us a call anytime you want, and we'd be happy to chat gear with you and answer any questions that you may have. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, stay tuned, and we should have some cool videos coming up for you next. Okay, take care.